Welcome back to Movement Monday. I'm Erin with Choreographing Our Lives. Today we continue our journey of exploring how you create, make, and move magic in a day, in a week. Last week we explored what's that positive negative ratio that you're perceiving your life through. You know, like if you had glasses on, is it feeling like a positive spin or a negative spin that you're putting on it? So part of, I'm trying to say it in a fun way, but a lot of research in neuroscience likes to tout the importance of having and shifting our experiences to create new possibilities. It's called neuroplasticity, but I want to spin it in a different way to be creating magic in your life. And creating magic in your life has to do with engaging with novelty. So I'm going to have us go on a little walk to notice how we can make magic in a day. So taking a moment to do something you haven't done in a day, in a week yet. I haven't gone on a meander through trees with Gillian filming me ever. So am I experiencing that as exciting, or am I resenting it all and hating it all? What do you feel in my energy? Fortunately, you're getting to see me in a moment of creating magic that feels good. However, one day you may see the opposite, where it really just fills me and floods me. But something about making these videos and feeling the larger purpose of connecting with you always helps me get over the frustrations of the random stuff that happens when we're filming, because there's so much random stuff that happens in these little videos. And that's okay. It's life, and Gillian helps me keep a positive reference point too. So here's the thing. Do we go right? Do we go left? Do we enjoy? Do we hate? And how do we interact with our day? This morning I came across a slug about that long. I've never seen such a thing. I didn't know what the heck it was. It was on a sidewalk, and it just seemed like the wrong place for a creature to be. And it just grew as I talked. And so I ended up I literally walked back and forth. I walked away and came back, I think 3 or 4 times, because I was like, how do I want to deal with this? I noticed initially I was more in that ew, it's gross. Blah. And then I was like, Erin, that's a really non-life-giving vibe. And then I went back and I kind of hung out with it, and I was a little bit fascinated, but then I was like, well, okay, see you. And then I walked away again, and then I thought, I don't know if it's safe on the sidewalk. And then all of a sudden I felt this responsibility, because it's a being that's lesser able to get away from, I don't know, someone on a bike, someone running down the street not watching, paying attention. Even birds of prey, I don't know. So I went back, and anyway, this whole thing ended up becoming this bigger thing, where I got a big leaf, and then I got this other little thing, and I scooped it onto it, and then it curled all up into its little protective, it didn't have a shell, but it became small, and its head went inside, so the little things weren't sticking out anymore, and it all kind of just made me feel weird inside, because it had this trail of goo that it was sliding in. And I was just riding this edge of discomfort, and am I gonna make this what am I gonna make this for myself? And I just kept finding myself, because I was in the zone of what am I gonna create today, and for you and for us. And so I stayed focused on making magic. And so I appreciated this slug for being something brand new, and the brand new doesn't always feel warm and fuzzy the way the walk through the trees did. Sometimes it's really that, and yet it still really opened up my heart, and I carried it, I had it on its leaf, and I carried it into the yard of the house where it was near, and then I said goodbye, and then I walked away, and I actually came back one more time where I did some Reiki on it, just to be I know you probably got all disrupted in your journey and having me mess with you, and so I hope we're cool. I just wanted to leave it with good energy, and then I left. But it ended up becoming this interesting back and forth of what am I going to make this be for me? And so I invite you over the coming week to be intentional about, are you making magic? Are you taking yourself into something that's new and uncomfortable, new and exciting? Let me know what you create this week. Much love and movement.